Here we go. Hi. Happy Monday. Good evening, Karen. Hello. What's up, Maggie? How you doing? Marla's in the house. What's up? Naomi's on YouTube. We are all coming on in. Yes, good morning and happy Tuesday to you, future. Yes, indeed. How are you? I'm well, thank you. Doing pretty good. God, I feel like November just started, and now it's already fucking gone. Crazy, right? Great question, Wendy. What are we fundraising for tonight? So tonight we are raising money for our Title I teachers, as we like to do. So there are 10 new teacher links on my Instagram story. Not to mention the links in my highlight reel. And then on TikTok and Instagram Live, there are options for you to donate to an organization called I Support the Girls. So basically, through an international network of affiliates, I Support the Girls collects and distributes essential items, including bras, underwear, menstrual hygiene products, allowing women and folks experiencing homelessness, impoverishment, or distress to stand tall with dignity. So basically, in times of crisis, essential items for women are, not a priority. So this organization focuses on that specifically. So if you resonate with anything this evening, make sure you donate to the causes if you're able. The reading list is open. That's right. We are live on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube this evening for our Monday Night Live. This is always a marathon live of about 3 hours or so, 2.5, 3 hours, give or take. So stick around, settle in, grab a beverage. But yeah, the reading list is open if you would like to get a personal reading during the live. It's the same system as always. You head to madamadam.com, link in bio. Other than that, Monday nights are kind of they're kind of sacred around here, Monday nights are we've been doing Mondays since 2020. December 20th, 2020 was my first real tarot live. If some of you might remember, some of you not, but but I was seated outside on my patio and everything. It was the winter solstice. We were reading tarot and it was a really lovely time. So Mondays Mondays have always been a big deal. So they're a big deal because we focus on charity. We focus on charity, we focus on giving, we focus on paying it forward. So there are 3 options for you to get a reading during this evening's live. Okay, so listen up. 1, you can purchase a reading on the website at madamadam.com, link in bio, 1 or 3 cards, and personal readings happen in between the zodiac readings that we will be doing as well. The second option is zodiac readings. So we're going to be going through all 12 zodiac signs. It is the last week of Scorpio season. So we begin with the sign that's in season. We start with Scorpio now, and then we will go cyclical around the wheel. Next Monday, we will be starting with Sagittarius. So yeah, and those are going to be collective zodiac reads for whoever they resonate with. Listen for your sun, moon, your rising sign. Listen for, any part of your chart. The third option is something that we're going to do in a couple of minutes that I call 10 minutes of madness. Yes, that's right. So 10 minutes of madness. Good evening, Trey. What's up, Danny? 10 minutes of madness is basically rapid fire 1-card readings for all of 10 minutes. So 10 minutes or me finishing the deck, whichever one comes first. I tend to go over the 10 minutes to finish the deck anyway, because I just, it bothered me not to finish the deck, but it is the only opportunity you have during the live to get really grabby, So you can, and I'll tell you how to participate in just a second. So yeah, that's how the live is going to go. We're going to do 10 minutes of madness. Then we're going to do a mixture of personal reads and zodiac reads back and forth. We go through all 12 zodiac signs. So stick around and listen for your sun, moon, and rising. If you miss anything, you can watch the replay of the live on Instagram or YouTube this evening. So feel free to check that out. And don't forget to donate to the fabulous causes that we are raising money for today. MadamAdam.com also has your Madam Adam merch, private sessions, cameos, classes that are new on the website, special events, live schedule, everything you need is at MadamAdam.com. So now, if you would like to participate in 10 Minutes of Madness, all you got to do is give me that first name and zodiac sign, please. And thank you. Throw it in the chat right now. Spam the chat. This is the only opportunity where you get to do that. So I will be bouncing between the 3 platforms that I'm on and picking people at random. Lizzie, the Leo, I'm going to start with you on TikTok. But first names and zodiac signs. "10 Minutes of Madness" begins right now. Lizzie, the Leo, my friend, your card is, oh shit, hermit energy for you, my love. It's important that you understand that you were on your hermit journey. You're still on it. You're not done with it. You have to think about what you're doing with your alone time. Think about what you're doing with how the year has gone for you and the wisdom that you've gained along the way. Sorry, I had a little accident. So you are still on your hermit journey. You still have some lessons to learn. You have about a month and a half now to kind of find your light and figure out what it is that guides you through the darkness. Okay. Let's see. Naomi, you're a Libra on YouTube. All right, I got to pick it up. Let's see. 4 of Pentacles energy for you, my friend. Be more frugal of where you're giving energy, money, and time. Pull back. Caitlin, Virgo, Libra, Cusp on Instagram. Wheel of Fortune energy, my friend. Take a chance. Spin the wheel. Things are bound to work out. Emily, you're a Gemini on TikTok, 9 of Wands. Put up strong boundaries right now and protect yourself. Brianna, you're a Cancer on YouTube, Ace of Wands energy. Light the match, burn the bridge if you have to. Trailblaze a passionate path. Talia, Virgo on Instagram, magician energy for you, my love. It's time for you to create, manifest, create the life that you want for you right now. Jesse, you're a Capricorn on TikTok, 7 of Swords. Try not to give in to any deception. Don't rush. Do it right or don't do it at all. Shit. Let's see. Shell, you're where'd you go, Shell? I lost you. On YouTube. Shalana. Shalanana. My friend on YouTube. Queen of Wands energy for you. Make your moves in silence. Rise to your own authority. Seek permission from within. Know that you are protected at this time. Please and thank you. Stacy, you're a Capricorn on Instagram, 6 of Pentacles. There needs to be a more even exchange of energy. Make sure that you're just as generous with you as you are with other people. Drew, you're an Aquarius on TikTok, Page of Pentacles. The hard work starts to pay off. New opportunities come your way. Carissa, you're a Virgo on YouTube. Page of Wands for you, my friend. It's time to rekindle the passion and get excited about life again. Deanna, Scorpio on Instagram, Queen of Cups. Make sure that your wellness is your top priority right now. Devon, Scorpio on TikTok, King of Cups for you, my friend. Lead with love and compassion at this time. Remember that all you owe anybody is truth and kindness, but that has to begin with you being honest and kind with yourself right now. Allie, you're a Cancer on YouTube, 5 of Cups energy for you. Learn the emotional lessons. You have to process the grief. Ben, you're a Gemini on Instagram, Knight of Wands energy for you. Things are going to be moving a lot faster than you realize or understand. Try to be in the moment, but push forward. Kat, you're a Sag on TikTok. Stick to the plan, my friend. Make sure that you remember that sticking to the plan means being amenable to changing the plan as you go. The thing you're sticking with is the desired goal or outcome. That's what we're really sticking with. Vanshika, Leo on YouTube. I hope I said your name right. 9 of Swords energy, babe. Stress, anxiety, insomnia. It's time to do something about these thoughts and feelings. Try not to push them down. Peter, you're a Gemini on Instagram, Page of Cups energy for you, my friend. Trust your intuition, follow those feelings. Betty, you're an Aquarius on TikTok, King of Wands for you. Kick the door in. Take the initiative. We're waiting on you. You have to show that you want it. You have to make it happen. Kieran, you're a Virgo on YouTube, 6 of Swords energy for you, my friend. You got to pull back and think about the day-to-day. You know, you got to think about the day-to-day things and what you're carrying with you constantly. What are you carrying over from yesterday and the day previous and all of that? Where can we have a clean slate and go through what we're going through with logic as well as emotional intelligence? Okay. Ashley, you're an Aquarius. Strength, my friend. It's time to push through and persevere. It's not time to give up. Trey, you're a Cancer on TikTok, High Priestess energy. It's time for some inner work, some soul search. Brianna, you're a Cancer on YouTube, Justice, do what's fair for you. Tamara, you're a Libra on Instagram, Choose for you, my friend. The Lovers, separate the facts from the feelings. Decide whether or not you want to take a wise path or a passionate path. They're both great options, but it's time to make a choice for you. John, you're an Aquarius on TikTok, 10 of Pentacles for you, my friend. The hard work pays off. The fruits of your labor start to show. Money comes around for you. Very nice. Viv, you're a Pisces on YouTube. 5 of Pentacles for you, my friend. The only way out of shit is through it right now. There's no easy way. There's no simple solution. You're meant to learn a lesson. Diane, you're a Cancer on Instagram. 10 of Cups for you. It's not about the money, the job, the tangible thing. It's about how having those things is supposed to make you feel. So remember that we're just trying to seek joy. Sarah Ann, you're a Cancer on TikTok. The Sun, my friend, joy, optimism, positivity. Choose the light, choose the joy, try to choose the happiness. Sam, you're a Gemini on YouTube. 3 of Swords energy for you. How do you participate in your own hurt? It's time for some healing. It's time for some healing and for you to understand that your disappointments come from your expectations. So there's that. Heather, you're a Capricorn on Instagram. The devil, my friend, get out of your own way. Mackenzie, Capricorn on TikTok. Ace of Pentacles, take that first step, plant the seed. Kimmy, you're a Cancer on YouTube. King of Swords, lead with wisdom, focus on the facts. Leines, Leines, you're a Pisces on Instagram. It's time to move on, my friend. Move on and move forward. Andrea, you're a Scorpio on TikTok. Cleanse and forgive. New emotional starts, my love. Sierra, you're a Taurus on YouTube. Leave the past where it belongs. 10 of Swords. Leave the past in the past. Please and thank you. Vana, you're a Taurus on Instagram. Page of Swords for you, my friend. Cut the toxicity, mind your words, thoughts, and actions, and remove yourself from toxic people. Autumn, you're an Aquarius on TikTok. 4 of Cups energy. You got to remember who you are and get up, babe. You've had your moment. You've had your pity party. It's time to get up. Jax, you're a Capricorn on YouTube. Hanged Man energy. You have to accept some realities that you cannot control. And you also need to see things from the other side. So perspective is your friend right now. Rihanna, you're a Cancer on Instagram. Ace of Swords for you. Say it out loud. Speak it into existence. It's time to be practical and to face things head on without fear. Ray, you're a Taurus on TikTok. Chariot. You're already on the right path. You're already doing it. You're already moving forward. You just might need to change the scenery. Go for a walk, go for a drive, get out of wherever the stress exists for you. Morgan, you're a Virgo on Instagram. You need rest, my friend. 4 of Swords for you. Ashley, you're a Capricorn on TikTok. Remember who the fuck you are. And let's be honest about the responsibilities attached to our goals. Please and thank you. Kevin, you're a Leo on Instagram. 5 of Swords. A conflict is unfortunately unavoidable at this time. So you have to be okay with playing the villain every now and then. Sky, you're a Pisces on TikTok. 9 of Cups. Don't be so stubborn. Don't hold on so hardly to Don't hold on so hard to painful emotional things of the past. Don't hold grudges if you can avoid them. Steven, you're a Scorpio on Instagram. Get out of your head. 8 of Swords. Sarah, you're a Leo on TikTok. 5 of Wands. Too many cooks in the kitchen, too many voices, too many opinions. You got to separate what you know to be true from what everyone else thinks. Jade, you're a Pisces on Instagram. 9 of Pentacles energy for you, my friend. Act like you want it. Act like you deserve the abundance that's coming your way. Jesse, you're a Capricorn on TikTok. Queen of Swords for you. You're going through some change, and we want to make sure that you don't anticipate issues, but that you're trying to be somewhat reasonable and being direct when there's issues or problems. Brianna, Sagittarius on Instagram. 7 of Wands energy. Stand the fuck up for yourself, please and thank you. Christine, you're a Cancer on TikTok. Judgment, my friend. Separate the facts from the feelings. Focus on what's true at this time. Erica, you're a Virgo on Instagram. 8 of Pentacles. It's time for you to do hard work and be consistent. Trust and lean into your talents and your skills. Talia, you're a Pisces on TikTok. Zoom out, my friend. You might be too close to see some things clearly. Cheyenne, you're a Cancer on TikTok. 2 of Pentacles for you. Simplify. If it's not a priority, why are you fucking with it? Addie, you're a Taurus on TikTok. 2 of Cups energy for you. You got to communicate. You got to talk it out. Thomas, you're an Aquarius on YouTube. King of Pentacles for you, my friend. If you want what you want, you have to be willing to do the hard work. This is not something that's going to happen overnight. It's going to be a long journey. Heather, you're a Leo on Instagram. Knight of Cups for you, my friend. Very nice. Slow and steady is the journey. Take your time. Try to face things as they come. Try not to anticipate. Try to go with the flow. Jill, you're a Taurus on TikTok. Empress energy, my love. Make sure that your self-care is kind of like your religion right now. Britt, you're an Aries on TikTok. 2 of Swords. Logical decisions, not emotional ones. Stephanie, Pisces on Instagram. The Moon. It's a mystery what happens next. Nothing is set in stone. Nothing is fixed. So you got to believe that you'll figure it out as you go. Elise, you're an Aquarius on TikTok. Hierophant energy for you, my friend. It's time to turn up the volume on your spiritual practices. You don't know everything right now, and we need some self-awareness that we can only gain through something spiritual. So, Odelia, Sag, I think, is that right? Seven of Pentacles energy for you. Reflection is needed. You got to look back at how far you've come here, see what's worked for you and what hasn't worked, but give yourself credit for how far you've come. Bella, Capricorn on Instagram. Knight of Swords, have courage, face things head on. Don't wait, jump, go for it. Mindy, you're an Aquarius on Instagram. Death, my friend, transformation station. You have to go with the flow of change. There's nothing you can do about it. Let's see. Sandy, you're a Virgo on Instagram. Eight of Wands energy for you. Right place, right time energy. Passionate things are happening. Magic is happening. Spirit is speaking at this time. You're exactly where you need to be. Daniel, you're a Pisces on YouTube. Three of Pentacles energy for you. Embrace teamwork and collaboration at this time. You don't have to do everything alone. Not required. Let's see. Yes, first names and zodiac signs in the chat. Please don't use emojis. First names and zodiac signs. Betty, you're a Cancer on TikTok. Make sure you have the right people around you right now. Ashley, you're a Gemini. The world for you, my friend. Endings and new beginnings in a major way. New chapters are unfolding for you. Kristen, you're a Sag on Instagram. Temperance for you, my love. Try to take things as they come, slow and steady. Everything in moderation. You can handle a lot, but you got to go take your time and try to lighten the load. Try to find balance. Brittany, you're a Virgo on TikTok. Nothing changes right now. Nothing moves unless you move it. You got to let things lie, let things be the way they are right now. Miss Liz, you're a Leo on TikTok. Have hope, things can improve, but you might need to be a bit vulnerable. You might need to share how you feel. Cedric, you're a Pisces on Instagram. Spend time with friends. Three of Cups energy. Lighten the load. Lighten up a little bit. Try to have some fun. Sherry, you're a Leo on TikTok. Queen of Pentacles energy. See the gratitude in you. Remember that you are the abundance. Let's see who's Alaric, you're a Sag on YouTube. Six of Wands energy. Try to find your tribe, like-minded people. There's victory there. Becky, you're a Leo on TikTok. 10 of Wands energy. You can have your way, but it's going to come with an immense amount of stress. Jennifer, Leo on Instagram. Four of Wands for you, my friend. Focus on your home right now, the place where you lay your head at night. Make sure that you feel safe, secure. Make sure that you feel steady at home, that it's not somewhere that you have to worry about right now. Jenny, you're a Capricorn on TikTok. Take the risk. Leaps of faith are needed right now. Ashley, you're a Libra on TikTok. 7 of Cups for you. Doesn't matter what you choose. What matters is what feels right for you. And last but not least, Iota, Y-I-O-T-A, Iota, is that right? Cancer. Yours is the Tower, my love. So something long overdue needs to be dealt with. And the longer you wait, the taller the tower, the harder the fall. So you probably are aware of what needs changing, but this is your sign to like quit waiting around and let's start doing something about it. All right. That is it. A little longer than I normally take, but there's not that many people in the chat tonight. So 78 one-card reads. If you resonated, make sure you give me some love in the chat. Don't forget to share the live, tap the screen, throw a comment in there, and donate to our fabulous causes. Next up, we've got our zodiac readings, as well as some personal reads. So if you would like to get a read just for you this evening, head to the website, head to madamadam.com, link in bio. People are booking private sessions as we speak, which is awesome. It is about that time of the year, you know. It is about that time of year where it's a good time to it's a good time to kind of assess the hermit journey that we've been on this year and see how we can, you know, better embrace next year. Next year's cards are the Magician and the Wheel of Fortune. So it would be a good time to get a read before the end of the year. I believe my books are open through January right now. So that's always an option. Cameos are a great option as well. Cameos are just $13. I know, right? Crazy. For a little private video reading, cameos are just $13. Right? What a fucking steal, honestly. So if you want a cute little something for the new year or for the holidays, or, you know, what do I need to let go of? What do I need to embrace? They're just cute little short little reads, you know? So those might be a cute gift for somebody and for yourself as well. Something unique. You know, somebody that could maybe use a little Madam magic. And classes are coming up. Shout out to those of you that have signed up already. I appreciate you. Spots are going with a quickness, but we will still have some open for the Black Friday sale. Oh my God, can you believe that Thanksgiving is next week? Like, what is time? What is time? Like, crazy. Right? Where did November go? It was just fucking Halloween. I was just at Spooky Empire. My tattoo was still healing. Like, what? Yeah, we don't really do the Thanksgiving thing. We don't really do that. Unless we have like family to go see. But I think this year we're just going to do our own thing. And the only thing that we like about Thanksgiving is some of the food, not even all of it, but some of the food. We both really like the parade. And, well, if we're hanging out and stuff, we like to watch the dog show. But the dog show is not a necessity. It's just, that's what's on after the parade, So we were talking about it earlier, and I wanted to have a plan of some kind, something to look forward to, and, something to kind of block out the what are we going to do? Like, what's our schedule like? Like, let's make some kind of plan for us. And I just, ever since Spooky Empire, everything's been kind of everything has kind of been on the back burner for me. And I've been kind of like slowly like recovering and like also slowly getting motivation back and everything, So it takes a lot out of you, these conventions. So, but anyway, I put up the rest of November and December on our whiteboard calendar, and I'm like, I just need to like see it. You know what I mean? Like, this Thursday, there's not going to be a Thursday Night Live because we're going to see Wicked. So deal with that. And then I don't know what next Thursday we probably. I don't know what we'll do, honestly. We might not do anything. We might just, I might just take the day off. I don't know. But our plan so far, is to get up, make breakfast, because that breakfast is easy and fun, So like do breakfast and like watch the parade on TV, which goes until like noon, 1:00, I think, something like that. The parade goes to, and then if you know, but like we live in Orlando, so the Universal Studios, they have at Universal here in Florida, they have their daytime parade turns into their Christmas parade. So it's their holiday parade featuring Macy's. So it's like kind of it's inspired by or the same idea as the parade you watch on Thanksgiving Day, where it's like big balloons and like huge floats and characters and everything. It's not Disney, obviously, because it's Universal. So, but it's sponsored and featuring Macy's. So it's kind of like a condensed theme park version of the one that you watch on Thanksgiving Day on TV, right? So, and that's what Universal does for the entire holiday season, So, yeah. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to get up in the morning, make breakfast and stuff and everything, and then we're going to watch the TV parade, and then get dressed and do whatever, and then go to Universal and set up camp there to watch their Christmas parade, and soak up some of the holiday jazz at Universal. So I think that's what we're going to do. Thank you for the t-shirt, love. So yeah, so Thanksgiving, I don't know. It depends. Like, I want to get to... No, I'll take Thanksgiving off. Yeah, that's dumb. Like, why would I do a live? Especially when I'm going to be live like all weekend, Sounds fun. We don't got nothing around here. Yeah, no, we're really lucky that we live in Orlando like that because we have passes to everything and things are open 365, you know? So, all right, let's get into these personal reads and these zodiacs. So if you would like to get a personal reading during the live, head to madamadam.com, link in bio. Otherwise, stick around and listen for your zodiac sign, your sun, moon, rising, anything in your chart, really. Feel free to listen for it. And again, we are donating to I Support the Girls, a fabulous organization that helps distribute feminine hygiene products to people in need. So make sure you donate if you're able. And if you're able, check out the highlight reels on my Instagram and my Instagram story, where you can check out Title I teacher classroom wish lists. Okay. All right. So, there's quite a few people on the list. Very nice. So, all right. We're going to be starting with Scorpio in just a moment. But on my list, I have Danielle, Wendy, and Eli up first. Stick around, friends. I will call your name if you purchase a read on the website. Happy Monday, Dan K. Thank you for donating, Wendy. I appreciate that. Danielle K. Your one card is Two of Pentacles energy, my friend. Very nice. If you are going to navigate the turbulent waters that you're in right now, you got to simplify. We got to lighten the load of the things that we have in our hands to keep better balance, right? Obviously, you're going to hold some responsibility. Obviously, our existence isn't weightless, you know? So if it's not a priority to you, put it down. Okay? All right, Wendy S with the 3 card. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you. Wendy, all right, well, your spread is Your spread is about the need to find consistent soul searching, consistent reflection, consistent moments of self-awareness. We need a pattern. We need a habit of you having self-awareness and reflection. So it can be as simple as you pulling like your daily tarot spread or something like that. That can be what this is. But you've got the High Priestess here. So the High Priestess, if you remember, is symbolic of what it means to read tarot, what it means to look within. And Eight of Pentacles energy is where I'm getting the hard work, the detail oriented, the consistent work that needs to happen. And then Temperance, a method of finding peace. So Temperance and the High Priestess together are really giving a very kind of meditative feeling. Don't you think, chat? Like, don't we? Temperance and the High Priestess together. It's kind of giving, slow down, process. What are we learning right now? You know what I mean? It's kind of giving this like slow and steady measuring of things as we go. Just move time to pull out those cards and get to reading daily along with meditation. Great. Very good. Good deal. So yeah, that's that Eight of Pentacles of it all as well, is the need to be consistent in something and find a pattern that you can build a habit with. So that's great. Perfect. Eli. A 1 card for the week ahead. You're welcome, Wendy. Thank you. Donating to the causes. This is my life on YouTube. If you want to donate to the causes today, you have to be either on my TikTok live or you can find the link on my Instagram bio. Either way. Is it true that it is bad luck to buy yourself a set of cards? Are they supposed to be gifted? No, that's bullshit. All right, Eli. Your onesie is Page of Swords energy. What do you need to sever yourself from? What do you need to cut off cold turkey? What do you need to remove yourself from to be able to move forward? So it's a sword card. So we are specifically thinking about your attitude, your mindset, your words that you're using. We're specifically thinking about those things. But Page is the first court card in the minor arcana. So of their suit, right? So we've gone through the ace through the 10 of that suit. So we've spoken out loud, we've made logical decisions, we've tried to be, healing and understanding of pain, we've tried to get rest, we've tried to navigate conflict with logic. A lot of mental tests have ensued. So based on the tests that you've undergone, based on the things that you've had to learn logically so far, what do you need to cut yourself from? And that could also be toxic people, Yeah, don't be afraid to swing. All right, we will continue with more of our personal reads. But we're going to get started with the zodiacs. It is Scorpio season for a few more days. Scorpio rising, perfect. All right, Scorpios, let's see what you need. Well, you know, I really don't like the phrase, it is better to ask for forgiveness than for permission. I really don't like that. It feels very sneaky. It feels very like, I mean, maybe they'll understand. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It just always rubbed me the wrong way. But that's kind of what I've got here. That's kind of what I've got. Scorpios, it's time to move in silence. It's time to move in silence. It's time to rise to our own authority, seek permission from within, know that you're being protected at this time, that you're being looked after. But it's time to just do what you're going to do, Scorpios, because conflict, it seems, is unavoidable. 5 of Swords energy. Yeah, conflict is unavoidable at this time. And no matter what you do or how you put it, it's not going to be well received. But the aftermath should be celebrated. That's the fun part of this. So, 3 of Cups energy. In the end, you'll be celebrating. You'll find, you know, your support system, your friends, and all of that. But you might need to just go around the conflict. You know, you might have to go around the conflict and just do what you know is best for you. Okay. Loud and clear. Very nice. All right. Next on my personal list, I have Amanda P, Sarah B, and then Adrian E. All right, Amanda, your one card message is Six of Pentacles energy. You're very giving. You're very generous. Yeah, hi, hun. You're very giving. You're very generous, but you need to make sure that you are getting back the same shit that you're giving out. We got to make sure that you are being just as generous with you as you are with everybody else. Okay? Make sure you take care of you in the process. Sarah Brown. You're welcome. Thank you. All right, Sarah, your one card is very nice. 10 of Cups energy. Fantastic. 10 of Cups is about emotional abundance. So it's the reminder that it's not about the money, the job, the tangible things. It's about how having those things is supposed to make you feel, you know, that we're seeking joy, peace, happiness, security, safety. You know, yeah, money doesn't buy happiness, but I'm sure as fuck a lot less stressed when my bills are paid, you know. So remember, what we're really seeking, though, is joy. Try to remember that. Adrian, Jandrian on Instagram, you're one card as well. Empress energy, very nice. Yes, ma'am. Empress energy is divine mother, divine feminine, mother nature. It's self-care incarnate. She's the only bitch in the whole deck that is seated on pillows. Everyone else in the whole deck that is sitting on something, they're either on the ground or a wood bench or a stone throne or a gold throne or something. So yeah, the Empress is about being lavish, luxurious. So it's about reconnecting to who you are again. Treating yourself like a goddess, mothering yourself the way you would a child, tending to yourself the way you would a garden. Okay? It's time to make your self-care a religion for you, darling. Religion. All right, next up, we are on to Sagittarius. If you would like a personal reading during the live, head to madamadam.com, link in bio. All right, Sagittarius, let's see where we're at. Huh. Well, Sag, your message today is wow. It's very much it's very much saying, hey, whoa, slow down. Let's go back and remember who we are. Right? Let's slow down. Let's pause for a moment, look at where we're at, get a good gauge on where we're going. Think about the shit we're carrying with us daily. You understand what I'm saying, chat? Yeah. So you've got this Six of Swords, which is about the slow and steady journey through the water, right? It's the journey through the hardship. We're on the other side of some things right now. The bomb has already gone off. So now we need to think about the daily stuff, you know, the shit that we're carrying with us on the day-to-day. The words we're using, our attitude, our mindset, etc. So Knight of Pentacles speaks to stillness, and the Emperor speaks to remembering who you are. So like I said, the three of them together is kind of giving a need to firm up, slow down, make sure that we're aware every step of the way, that we're not just reacting into everything. Good cards, right? Yeah. All right, next up will be Capricorn, but not before we do a one-card reading for Katrina V. Katrina writes that they're not sure how to handle a complicated situation at work, hoping for some guidance. I can explain more if needed, but I love my job and most of my coworkers and would like to navigate this delicately, but with clear boundaries. I don't know. Okay, let's see what we've got, my friend. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you. Huh. Well, there's nothing to make a scene about. Queen of Wands energy. There's nothing worth making a scene. And you did say you wanted to handle things delicately. A complicated situation at work. So you could come back and get more cards if you would like to, but what I'm going to tell you is this. I think this card is very telling. And for one, Queen of Wands energy has the black cat that sits in front of her that is casting protection. So you can either, I mean, you can do both of these things. You can do one or the other. You can do either or. You can do both. It doesn't really matter. But the suggestion here, and let me know what you think, but the suggestion here is to either make yourself too busy to be bothered, that you can just play ignorant and act like you don't know what's going on, that this problem is not your problem, and I'm too busy with my own work. I used to, I don't know what the issue is exactly, but at jobs that I've had before, there were some coworkers of mine that were just full of fucking drama, and there was always fucking something going on, and they would talk loud in my proximity about these things, and then they would talk to me like I know what's going on because they were talking about it around me. And I didn't want to be involved. I didn't want to give my opinion. I didn't want to participate in this at all. So I would just be like, oh, I wasn't paying attention. I'm doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though you're talking loud enough for me to hear you, I would play dumb, you know? So Queen of Wands energy is kind of giving, you can be too busy to be bothered. Or the Queen of Wands suggests that you can make whatever moves you need to make in silence. Go talk to whoever you need to talk to quietly. There's no need to make a scene. There's no need to make things bigger than they need to be. But you are supported in this, whatever is going on. You are supported, you know? I hope that's something. Hi, friends. Welcome if you were just joining. We are making our way through the Zodiac Wheel and also doing some personal readings. Yeah, you're very welcome. Thank you, love. So if you would like to get a read during the live, head to madamadam.com, link in bio. Otherwise, next up, we are on to Capricorn. Thank you, Lori. If you'd like to get a reading, you head to madamadam.com, link in bio. All right, Capricorns. That's right, Cappy Caps. Wow. All right. Well, nothing but swords for my Capricorns. Capricorns, it's time to be practical. Nothing going on right now is meant to be personal. That's one thing. So, Ace of Swords energy. Capricorns, it's time to be logical, practical, speak things into existence, manifest with meaning, manifest with certainty, and with logic. Manifest with your brain, right? Conflict is unavoidable for you guys as well. So Capricorns, you have to err on the side of logic. Like I said, it's not personal. People just create conflict in things that they don't understand, right? So Nine of Swords energy as well. Depression, anxiety, insomnia. We got to do something about the stress with a practical way. Again, it's a whole sword spread, so it has nothing to do with feelings. Has to do with logic and using your brain. Being practical. Okay. All right. I've got a few other people on my personal list. Elizabeth. All right, let's see what I've got. Elizabeth, one card. Been a single Pringle for so long, almost 3 years now. I've been praying and asking the universe for a loving, healthy relationship for so long, wondering why I'm still in this place and when I've been working on myself, internal and external aspects of life. Okay, that's great. So you've been working on you and you've been praying and all of that. I assume then, Elizabeth, that you've also been acting on that. That you're not just waiting for someone to notice you. You know what I'm saying? I hope that you're out there at least. I'm figuring you are. I'm assuming you are. So let's see what we've got and what you need to hear in relation to finding something genuine for you. You know? All love is choice, you know? Good. You are putting yourself out there. Very nice. Well, you're probably not going to like this. Well, Knight of Pentacles energy, my love. Basically, I mean, it's a few things. I'll break it down for you, but the Knight of Pentacles kind of suggests that nothing's moving. Nothing's moving right now. Nothing is going to change. In the near future, things are the way they are right now. And you need to try to find some stillness. You know? You got to be okay with the way that things are right now. We just don't want this praying and asking the universe. We don't want that to turn into any kind of desperate energy. Do you know what I mean? You're not desperate. You're lonely, maybe. That's a better word, but you're not desperate, you know? So yeah, this is why are you still in this place? Well, I mean, I think it's because you're just not done yet, you know? So you still have some you still have some things to be comfortable with. No, it's not death. It is very similar, though. It is very similar. But the Knight of Pentacles, the Knights are they're ready for what comes next. So you're ready. It's just it's not the right time. Okay? When you are not worried about it, when you are not looking for it, when you're not expecting it, that's when it comes around. So when you're comfortable sitting still, that's when. All right. Maria. 3 cards. You're welcome, babe. Thank you. All right, Maria, let's see what I've got for you. A lot of similar messages going out today. A lot of people need to relax. Y'all need to pull over. We need to take stock, you know? So we're approaching that. We're in that time of year. Scorpio season is damn near over. So after this, it's you know, it's Capricorn season or Sag and Capricorn. Seasons of faith and purpose. So, Maria, darling, it's time to remember who you are again. It's time to remember who you are. Think about the slow and steady, the day to day. The shit that you're taking with you consistently. And then you should understand that the hard work is paying off. The hard work is paying off. New opportunities come your way based on the work that you've already done. So, again, it's another one of these that's like, you know, we need to kind of pull over and take stock and look at what we're doing and why, and right? Yeah. Okay, good. I'm glad you feel that. But yeah, it's and we keep our eyes moving forward, like that's great and everything, but like we need to also take some time to look at where we're going, where we've been, you know. So you're very welcome. Thank you for listening over there on Instagram. Amanda P. Okay, I'm sorry. So before I get to Amanda P, YouTube, yes, I am looking over at the chat because I'm trying to make sure that it's staying cute or whatever. I blocked that weird person in the chat, and I can look at you however the fuck I want to. Also, you're kind of far away from me, and I narrow my eyes to be able to read the chat better. And I try to ignore a lot of what you're talking about because more often than not, the chat is rarely even about the readings that I'm conducting. More often than not, they're about some other shit that you guys are talking about. So I just look at the chat to make sure that people are being nice and like no one is being trolling or being weird or whatever. So, but to be real with you, most of the comments in my regular Maven chat isn't even on topic of like what I'm talking about. So just throwing that out there. I blocked the weird person. I look over at the chat when I want to. It's my channel. You know what I mean? I don't lose my train of thought when I'm reading the chat at all. I'm on 3 different platforms, you know, but I do notice that a lot of times the chat is like rarely having anything to do with what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? So I love you guys, mean it, but I would like to stay somewhat on task. I feel like I'm standing on a stage doing a lecture that no one gives a shit about because you're all having your own personal and private conversations. And that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what a chat is, you know, that's fine. Like, you're going to catch up with each other and all of that. That's lovely. But, but yeah, I see everything you guys are saying. I just don't react to a lot of it because it's rarely about what I'm talking about, you know? So, So yeah, sorry, but I blocked the weirdo. When I'm in the middle of doing readings and shit like that, like, yeah, I get it. Like, you know, you guys are multitasking, you're listening to me and you're having conversations. I get that, but I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like there's a disconnect. What's funny is when people try deciphering your looks. Right. And that's what I'm saying, though, is that like that can be somewhat distracting because I'm not giving a look at anything, you know? I'm just trying to read the chat as I go and make sure I'm not missing anything. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Thank you, Moon. Yeah, I moved my space a while ago. I used to be in an office. Now I'm in more open space and it feels so much better. Oh my God, it feels so much better to be in a more open area. This is honestly where our dining room table is supposed to go in the apartment, but so yeah. Thank you. Doing my best, Maggie. I'm doing my best. All right. All right. So I've got Amanda P. How to deal with my daughter's social situation. Okay. Daughter's social situation. Virgo or Cancer? No, we have not got there yet. Honestly, she needs to cut these hoes off. Page of Swords energy. She needs to cut off these hoes. Sever herself from the toxicity. Don't let people put toxic things into her brain. And if they're toxic people, bye. Bye, girl. All right, next we are on to Aquarius. Where are my water bearers at? Any Aquarians in the house? Good evening. Welcome. Hang on. Stand by. People dropping stuff by the house. All right. Aquarius. All right, well. Aquarius, we need to focus on the facts here, not the feelings. Focus on what's true. Yeah, King of Swords, Three of Swords, and Strength. I don't know. It to me it reads like, listen, babe, hurt happens. That's it. Hurt happens. Oh well. King of Swords energy, focusing on the facts, focusing on the truth, leading with wisdom, acting as though you've been through shit that you should have learned this stuff by now. You know, it's like watching grown-ups, like people that are in their I don't know, people that are in like their 30s making like weird fucking emotional mistakes. And I'm like, haven't we learned? Like, aren't we old enough now to be like, hey, there's no safety net, girl. Like, what are you doing? Three of Swords energy is where I'm getting the hurt from. You know, that hurt happens. You have to learn the lessons. We have to acknowledge where we might be inadvertently participating in the hurt, right? Yeah, old enough to know better. Absolutely. So strength is how we handle Aquarius. You have to have the strength to persevere, to follow through, to take your hits and keep going. Kieran, your daily cards were Five of Cups, Ten of Swords, Six of Pentacles. That's interesting. That's interesting. I wonder how that hits you. Like, what does that say to you? Are court cards people to you? No. No. I don't think the tarot is necessarily situational like that, you know? I don't think that a King of Swords is like necessarily a wise person in your life. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's that you need to lead with wisdom. All of tarot to me is I language, you know? It's self language. All right, next, we will be moving on to Pisces, but I do have a personal reading for Annalise. Yeah, you're very welcome. Three cards for you. And if you're a Pisces, I would get ready. All right. Annalise R. Your three cards. Yeah, wow, there's like this collective tension going on. And I mean more so than like more so than just like the state of the world and collective consciousness, more so than like more so than just like this hermit year, you know? It's like people are tense. People are wanting to make sure that that whatever happened this year stays in this year. Like people are they're double dutching in front of the door, waiting for that buzzer to go off at 11:59 New Year's Eve so they can slam the door shut and not let anything in from last year, you know? Everyone is so fucking tense. We've only got 1 second to get this right, and we want to make sure it's right, you know? So, Annalise, my love, you're taking on a lot of stress right now. 10 of Wands energy. Passionate success comes with stress. The level of stress that you endure is directly related to how much you care. Right? So we want to make sure that you're not being overly controlling, that you're not trying to control too much. For a Pentacles energy, that you're being frugal of what you're giving energy, money, and time to right now so that you can choose wisely and focus on the shit that you want to focus on for you. Right? Seems fair. The Star. Have hope. Things can turn around. Hope is not lost. Vulnerability is a thing now, though, as well. We want to make sure that you communicate any need you have, any lingering emotions you might be feeling. What's honest for you right now? What's kind for you right now? So, Annalise, you're gonna push through to the very end. We know you. You're gonna push through to the very end, and we just want to make sure that you don't overdo it, and that you have hope, that you have the support needed should you need to lighten up or lessen the load. You do have the support. Riley. Don't have anything to do tomorrow. Might just hide indoors all day. I mean, that's always an option. Tomorrow is my only day off as well, aside from posting content. Tuesdays are the only days that I've got that I don't have private sessions or lives. So it's kind of my day off, you know. All right, Riley. One of the meteor showers is supposed to be tonight. That'd be so cool. There's way too much light pollution where I am to see something like that. Riley, my love, 8 of Pentacles energy for you. Yes, ma'am. Consistency, my friend. Time to build consistency. Lean into your strengths, lean into your passions, lean into your skills. Consistency builds strength. All right. We are on to Pisces. I can try to be consistent, struggling with a big decision out here. Okay, well, so let's apply that to that then, right? Like, choose the thing that you know you can do well and you can do consistently. Try to think about that as well. Just going to keep making weird art, period. All right, Pisces. All right, Pisces, this is kind of nice. This is not so drastic as things have been lately for us. Yeah, we've got some Pentacle stuff here that is about, us. It's about us doing the work, right? So we've got a 6 of Pentacles about the even exchange of energy, the need to make sure that we're doing a lot because we want to give a lot. We want to be there for others. We want to provide a lot to the people around us, and that's lovely. That's great. But we also need to be consistent in the work that we're doing. So 2 of Wands energy, we got to zoom out. And think about, I don't know about you, but this resonates with me, Pisces, because all of my goals right now, they're more long-term. They're not so short-term. Everything that I'm going for is, everything that I'm going for is going to take some time. Same? Yeah. Everything that I'm going for is going to take some time right now. Nothing is overnight. Nothing is going to be, we're not going to see the results that we would like in the time frame we would like, So it's, to me, that 6 of Pentacles is about making sure that we're doing everything in moderation, that we're being generous, and especially kind to ourselves in the process. But that we're giving to ourselves the same way that we give to others, and all of that, but also a moderation of things and trying to spread things out a little bit, you know? So, Eight of Pentacles, that this is the part where we do the work. This is the part where we do the work. This is the part where we turn the work into habit that becomes a lifestyle. So we got to zoom out and think about the bigger picture, the bigger point of all of this, you know? So again, for me, as an example, I'm trying to feel better physically, just in general. Just, I don't know, just feel more like structured. You know, I said, when you run your own business and you do your own thing and it's a service provided of others, it's often there's not a whole lot of boundary. There's not a whole lot of sorry. There's not a whole lot of structure, you know, especially when everything you do is like at home, like it is for me. So that's just my personal experience. But yeah, nothing I want right now is right in front of my face. Everything is going to take some time. Everything is going to, it's more of a long-term big picture. So I would say, Pisces, that this is like, hey, quit seeking answers. You know that you find out what you want to know in the process. Doing the work now for the later goals. Yeah, for sure. For sure. All right, Aries. All right. Well, Aries, you've got a bit of a wake-up call here. I shouldn't be laughing, honestly, it's not funny, but I'm glad it's not me. Aries, 10 of Swords. Wow. Judgment. Yeesh. And the Tower. Goddamn. That is a spread, my friends. That is a spread. That is a spread. So, in a nutshell, what I'm gathering from this is that my Aries got an answer that they did not like. So the truth came out in a way that doesn't favor you, Aries, or in something that you didn't like, or kind of brings things to a painful end or a close, or brings up some old feelings, some old things that you might be stuck in right now. But the bottom line, my Aries, is that the Tower, suggests some major change is needed. The longer you wait, the taller the tower, the hotter the fall. Another side of this is that we need to quit focusing on the past, right? We need to quit focusing on the past so we can look at what's real, make good judgment, so that we can get out of the bullshit situation that we're in. So again, Aries, we know the deal with the Tower. The longer you wait, the taller the tower, the harder the fall. Quit dragging the past into the present. It will stay in the future. Good judgment. Focus on the facts, not the feelings. Even if they're facts that you don't like, you have to wrap your head around them. And if it requires change, it requires change. All right, Taurus. You're very welcome. Thank you. The reading list is still open. If you would like to get a personal read, head to madamadam.com. Link in bio. Oh, thank you, Lyric, for becoming a Maven member. Thank you so much. All right. Taurus. Thank you so much for being a member. I think you're my first one. That's so cool. Thank you kindly. Well, I will have to make sure that I add YouTube to my Saturday, sorry. I'll have to make sure that I add YouTube to my Saturday Night Lives now that I have some members on YouTube. So thank you for that. As a member on YouTube, you're going to get some free reads for Saturday nights, and Saturday Night Live is exclusive to members and to subscribers on Instagram and superfans on TikTok. So thank you. I think you're my first one. That's amazing. Thank you so much. All right, Taurus energy. Come on, Major Arcana. All right, well, you know, Justice is a funky card, right? Like, Justice is true tough love. You know what I mean? Like, Justice doesn't give a fuck who you are. She's just going to be honest with you. Life's not fair, so make sure you're willing to do what's fair for you. But also have hope that things are working out for you, Taurus, that things are looking up, things can improve. Nothing is set in stone right now. Vulnerability is your friend, Taurus. Share how you feel and watch it change your environment. Watch it change your situation. How are people to know what you need if you're not willing to tell them? Right? I mean, common sense. So, Taurus, you are still on your hermit journey, unfortunately. We all are. But it's standing out for you in particular. You're still meant to learn some things and to go on this solo journey, you know? What have you learned so far? How can you apply that learning to the new year? All right. Next will be Gemini, but first, I have a reading for Megan K. A 1 card. Yes, Lyric, I think you did it right. I think you're going to be next. All right. Megan K. Your 1 card is Page of Pentacles energy, my love. Yes, ma'am. The hard work pays off. You should begin to see the fruits of your labor. Opportunities come your way based on the work you've already done. Continue to show up for you. Continue to show up, my love. Keep pushing through. That'll pay off. All right, Lyric. 3 cards for you. Thank you very much. Oh. All right. Lyric, darling. Your 3 cards. Yeah, we really don't want to rush. Yeah, we really don't want to rush right now. There is risk needed for sure. You have the Fool here. So there's definitely risk needed, a leap of faith, a fresh start, a new beginning. But we need to take our time. Knight of Pentacles energy. Got to try to be in the moment. We need to try to be in the present. Slow and steady. So valid. Good. So yeah, Seven of Swords energy as well. We want to take our time. We don't want to rush. We want to make sure that you're not deceiving yourself. Just got some harsh medical news and I need to make a change. Yes, ma'am. So that Seven of Swords can be you lying to yourself, making much lighter of all of this. Or it can also be that there are people around you that don't quite have your support, or they're not there for your best interest right now. They're more worried about themselves than you, you know? So, but if it's an internal thing, we want to make sure that you're not being deceptive to yourself, that you're being honest with you about how this works and what needs to happen. So it's going to be a slow and steady thing. We have to accept things as they are and be willing to clean slate, fresh start, new beginning. Okay? People in your life telling you you're not really sick. Wow. Fuck them. Yeah, that's crazy. Wow, girl. Jesus. Yep. That's wild. Well, separate yourself from those people, obviously. Yeah, you're welcome. Sever yourself from those people. You have to take your own leaps of faith now, your own fresh starts. You know, clean slate, baby. If you would like a personal reading during the live, head to madamadam.com, link in bio. Now we are moving on to Gemini. Oh, perfect. Got that search engine unlocked. Very good. Good to hear it. Perfect. Glad it was easy. All right, Geminis. Yeah. Little things. Two of Wands energy. We might be a little too close. We might be a little too close to see things clearly right now. You might need to zoom out a little bit, see the larger point of view, the bigger picture here. What's the real thing that we're going for, you know? King of Swords energy as well. We have to focus on the facts, not the feelings. We've learned enough about change. You know? We've learned enough about change and what we're capable of and what we want and what we need to do. Now it's about doing it. So we got to make sure that you're not spread too thin. Make sure that you're not spread too thin and that you are focused on your priorities. So it's time to be a bit more frugal of what you're giving your energy, money, and time to right now. So you can redirect it towards things that matter for you. Okay? Did you study Kabbalah at all? Not officially, but I am somewhat familiar with the culture and the idea. All right, Chaz V. What's up, Cornbread? How are you? Thanks for saying hi. All right. Chaz V. What is with all these pivots? Am I meant to twirl for a greater good? Interesting. Let's see what we've got. I'm very well, thank you. Yeah, you're on your hermit journey as well, my friend. You're just not done with it yet. A lot of us are still very deep in it. And even though we're nearing the end of the year, that doesn't mean that it's not going to bleed into next year. So you're still quite on your hermit journey. We need to have hope, though, that this is not permanent. The things that you are going through right now are not permanent. They're not set in stone. You got to have hope that things can be better. But that does come with an element of vulnerability and the need to express and share your need for help and aid and all of that. So 3 of Pentacles energy, all the pivoting is kind of meant to show you your limits so you can get help where you need it. So that you open up and you ask for help. Okay, give that some thought. I'm doing very well, thank you. Sedina. Sedina V is in a narcissistic boss, difficult work situation. All right. Let's see. How should we handle all of this? Interesting. Well, they need you a lot more than you need them. That's for sure. Empress energy, you need to kind of act like you're above all of this shit. All of this nonsense is beneath you. You know? So the Empress is not bothered by this narcissistic behavior and this petty bullshit going on. The Empress is not bothered. You need to kind of view the work you do as charity. You know, you're giving them more than they deserve, and you are donating to charity by doing the work that you need to do and tolerating this bullshit. You are feeding babies, you are feeding families, girl. Donating to charities up in here. So the other part of the Six of Pentacles is making sure that you are just as generous with you as you are with other people. And then Queen of Wands. Yeah, you're too busy to be bothered. Mind your own business. Focus on your own shit. Worry about you. Make your moves in silence. You're protected right now. You're fine. This was all beneath you, babe. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you. All right, next we are on to Cancer. All right. Cancer, keep trusting your spiritual practices, my friend. Keep paying attention to that spiritual guidance. Eight of Wands energy, right place, right time shit. Yes, ma'am. 11:11. Hi, Tyler. It's 11:11 Eastern. Make a wish. So yeah, Cancers. Right place, right time. Magic is happening. Spirit is speaking. Your passions have velocity. Things are working out for you. So, and why? Because you've been, leaning into your spiritual practices. We've been paying attention to those synchronicities and the messages that we get through spirit. So that's great. Continue that effort and make sure that you're being consistent in it. King of Pentacles energy as well. You want big things. You want shit that matters, shit that's going to stick. You just got to be willing to do the work. The King of Pentacles earned his place. It wasn't just given to him. He earned it. So you got to be willing to do the work, Cancers. So know that things are happening. You're on your way. Keep up the spiritual work and the results will show. Leos. Leos, it's time to take action, my friends. It's time to get up. It's time to take actions. Your Wheel of Fortune is at hand. Your opportunity for abundance and change and positive things coming your way, but you got to spin the wheel. You got to get the fuck up. You got to actually pull the sword and take a swing, you know? So Ace of Swords and Knight of Swords, I really can't stress this enough, Leos. This one is very self-explanatory. It's very on the nose. It's very in your face. Like, get the fuck up. Like, get going. Have courage. You need to be moving towards that Wheel of Fortune fucking yesterday. You know? So Ace of Swords, speak it into existence. Say it out loud. Make it real. Take some actions. Wheel of Fortune is why, because your abundance is at stake here. And handling it as Knight of Swords. Full steam ahead. Get going. Courage. Dedication. All right. The reading list is still open for anyone interested in getting a personal reading. Head to madamadam.com, link in bio. Now we are on to Virgo and then Libra, and that will be it for the zodiacs. So Virgos. There we are. Yes. All right. Huh. Well, Virgos, you do have this Tower energy in your centerfold here, your Y. But the other cards are like, hey, no big deal. You know, these other cards are like, what are you worried about? You prepared for this. You knew this. You knew this was coming. You knew this had to happen. Yeah, we don't like it in the moment, but like you're prepared for this. You know? So you've got a 9 of Pentacles. This doesn't separate you from your luxury, the luxury that is you. This doesn't separate you from the fact that you deserve good things. This doesn't separate you from getting things that you deserve. It's just the necessary move forward, right? So then Temperance says slow and steady. Make peace with this Tower because it's not so bad. It's just something we've probably been resisting for a while. Yup, Temperance. Lyric. But yeah, you got to act like you can handle this because you know you can. That 9 of Pentacles and Temperance together is like, why are you bugging? You know you got to do this. You knew this was coming. Be at peace with it. Act like you were expecting it. Should not be a surprise, Virgos. I got you, girl. Don't worry. Last but not least, Libras. What's up, Northern Cali? How are you? All right. Libras. Libras, you've been... All right, well... Don't let one bad experience shake your confidence. Oh, thank you, Lyric, for gifting out some memberships. That's very kind of you. Wow. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Thank you, babe. So yeah, Libras, try not to let a disappointment, or a letdown don't let that create doubt in you. Don't let one disappointment make you believe that you don't deserve what you want. You know, some soul search is required. A look within is necessary. High Priestess energy is here. So we do need to do some inner work, but some healing is needed. And we just want to make sure that you know that the abundance is still right around the corner. You just have to claim it. You got this. All right. Well, those are the zodiac reads for the week. The reading list is still open for the next few minutes or so. Don't forget to donate to our fabulous causes on TikTok and Instagram. I support the girls on TikTok and Instagram Live. There's also a link in my Instagram bio for I Support the Girls. And make sure you check out the teacher wish lists on my Instagram story and on the highlight reels that say help a teacher. Don't forget as well, classes are on the website for any interested parties. Classes are December 27th, a Saturday, the last Saturday of the year, actually. Classes are 2 hours. They're conducted over Zoom. Spaces are limited. So sign up while you can. And shout out to those of you that became members on YouTube today. That's the YouTube equivalent of being a subscriber or a paid subscriber. So thank you for your paid support on the channel. Thank you, Lyric, for making that happen. As a member on YouTube, a subscriber on Instagram, or a super fan on TikTok, you get exclusive lives with me every Saturday night, where I offer you some free complimentary readings. And we also have some fun and we read some scary stories. We are on a book called Hark the Herald Angels Scream, which is an anthology holiday horror book from Blumhouse. So it's actually really fun. We went through the first story yesterday. Saturday, and we had a really good time with it. So that's happening. Classes I talked about, private sessions are on the website. Cameos are just $13 on madamadam.com. If you want to get a personal video or send someone a reading gift or something like that, that's what Cameo is for. So make sure you check that out. There will be no live tomorrow because it's my day off. And then Wednesday will be as usual, 2 and 9 p.m. Eastern. Thursday, there will be just an afternoon live. Thursday night, we're going to go see Wicked for good. So there will not be a Thursday evening live, unfortunately. So I'm going to sob during that movie. Yeah, me too, probably. The second act of Wicked has a lot of my favorite moments in the show anyway. Yeah, I'm really excited about seeing Wicked. And I was telling my husband earlier that I love when movies come out during the holidays, you know, like the sequel trilogy for Star Wars, you know, The Force Awakens, The Rise of Skywalker, and The Last Jedi, and all of those, right? Those 3 movies, they all came out in like December, the years that they came out. So there was something about like Star Wars that felt festive. You know, there's something about it that felt very, very like bright and festive, and it also had this like richness to it, you know, that really kind of spoke to the holiday season. And I was telling Dustin, I was like, yeah, I'm really fucking stoked to go see Wicked on Thursday because I feel like it's kind of ushering in some holiday stuff, you know, like I mean, Wicked came out what, 2 years ago, 2024, right? Last year, 24. So, but yeah, I'm really excited because to me, it also has this richness to it. The world of Wicked that they've built, and the way Oz looks, and the CGI and the effects and the magic and everything just looks and feels so genuine and real and rich, you know. So I'm really looking forward to that. And it feels, I don't know, something about it feels festive. All right, I'm going to turn off the reading list right now. If you would like to get a reading, head to madamadam.com and you have about a minute to purchase your read. I used to watch Wizard of Oz every Thanksgiving Eve. I think I think I remember that being like a thing that was on TV. You know? It was kind of like the 10 Commandments being on every Easter. And I always like fell asleep because it was on a school night. So I always like fell asleep on the couch trying to finish the movie. You used to do that too. It's your mom's favorite movie. I love that. Yeah, we go to the movies every year on Christmas now, so we have to figure out what we're going to go see. Last year we watched Terrifier 3 and then Nosferatu on Christmas Day. So, got to figure out what we want to go see on Christmas Day. All right, turning off the list right now. Yeah, that's what I heard. The Sphere, the effects are cool, but hate the use of AI. Yeah, I saw that's like a kind of a hot point. It's kind of a cringe thing with it. Your daughter's counting down to Five Nights at Freddy's. Very cool. Period. I got to see what's coming out. But yeah, I was saying earlier, oh no, that's pretty jolly. I mean, that's still like I love my Christmas Carnage. We haven't started any of those movies yet. I'm giving Dustin a break. But like Gremlins and Black Christmas and Krampus and Violent Night, you know, all of those fucked up Christmas movies, that's my jam. So trying to give Dustin a little break. But yeah, for Thanksgiving, we were talking about it earlier and I mentioned it at the start of the live. I don't know if you guys were here or not, but I think we're going to do our own thing this year. And the only thing we really like about Thanksgiving anyway is the parade. So, and the rest of it is just meaningless family bullshit that we don't even like doing as it is. So we this year we're going to watch the parade on TV and probably make a nice breakfast. I'll cook probably. And then get dressed and go to Universal Studios and watch the Universal Studios holiday parade that they have as well, which is like a condensed Macy's parade with like big balloons and stuff and everything. So it is really, really awesome. And one of our favorites holiday parades for sure. So we're doing that. And then food, I don't know. We might eat out. We might, you know, make something at home. I don't know yet. But so we're focusing on parades for Thanksgiving. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Yeah, I think it's going to be a good time. Dustin was just like, it's going to be crazy fucking busy. And I'm like, yeah, well, it's Thanksgiving, man. Like, I just don't want to sit at home, you know? And not that I'm like sad or anything, but like it's a holiday. Let's enjoy the holiday in a way that resonates with us, you know? How have you been feeling lately? Good. Feeling pretty good. Parades and pumpkin pie. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Thanksgiving, I just want to be drunk. Honestly, that's all I want. I just want to be able to get a few cocktails and like hopefully the weather is kind of chilly. That's all I want. I want a little outdoor time with some chilly weather and some drinks, parades. You know, that's all I want. All right. Anywho, thank you guys so much for spending time with me. It's been a pleasure. See everyone on Wednesday for more readings and everything. So again, make sure you check out madamadam.com for all your needs. Private sessions, cameos, classes, everything is at madamadam.com for you. So don't forget to donate to our causes. If you're able to, head to my Instagram, check out I Support the Girls on my Instagram bio and the Title I Teachers in Need on my Instagram story. Thank you so much. Y'all have a great evening. Thank you for flying Star Tours. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.